Hey, what's up, everyone? Russell here. So I had this I was listening to a video last night on our drive down to Rhode Island, and it reminded me something that was so like basic and core early in recovery when I got sober and was doing some work in 12-step program. And basically, I was watching this video. The guy was talking about how if you want to, this is more of a financial type thing, but he was basically saying if you want to never worry about money, then make sure that you give a lot, that you're helpful in whatever you do, that you're constantly giving to people and helping people. And it reminded me of this really this was like 10 years ago. I was living in a sober house, and I was not doing very good. Like, I had relapsed twice over the last 6 months. I went back to the house. The guy running the house was basically like, this is your last chance. We don't really know what's going on with you, and I was one that did a lot of work in recovery and 12 steps, and I kept relapsing, and I was just kind of baffled by how to get sober and get well in my life. Good news is I'm over 10 years sober now, and feeling pretty good about that. But anyway, so I remember really clearly one of the things that changed for me was I had this new sponsor when I went back to that sober house, and the sponsor was kind of like, you do a lot of work, Russell, and I want you to kind of wake up every day and just sort of like beg your higher power to like show you what you need to do to be sober. But I remember he gave me this thing. He's like, if you're going to work with me, I want you to do this one simple thing, which was, I want you every single day to do at least 10 helpful things to somebody else, or in general 10 helpful things to the world. And I want you to write those down, and I want you to give me a call at the end of every day and let me know if you were able to do that. And he's like, if you can do more than 10 things, great, do that. And so I really wanted to keep working on this, and I started I was like doing just things like holding doors open for people, and cleaning in the bathroom, like in the diner that I was working in, because I knew I had to call my sponsor at the end of the day and be like, I did those things that you asked me. And I just started doing all this helpful stuff, and it's really amazing effect. It was like, because what happened was it changed my frame of reference. And I have to work at this, almost on a daily basis, but it's like, what is it that I can contribute to the world and to life, rather than what can I take, and that was really important for me back then, because coming in out of active addiction, a person is very, very selfish, and they're not even aware of that, and that was my case for sure, that like I wanted to get better and everything, but all my thoughts and my actions I was completely consumed with myself, and I didn't even know that I was doing that. So just having a little bit of that shift and that accountability with my sponsor just sort of made me have this different frame of reference. So like, for example, like when I do a video like this, like a live like this, I feel really good afterwards. Why? Because I feel like I'm giving to the world. Like, here's a little nugget, And I think for this, in particular, this kind of principle of being helpful, if it's kind of like you do a lot of things, right? When you're having struggling with something, like maybe you have a resentment, or you have some stress and anxiety going on, a decision to make, some kind of pain, right? And something going on. If it's natural for human beings to kind of like try to figure out what they need to do to make themselves feel better inside, and usually that's selfishly motivated, at least for me it is. So if I can shift my thinking when I'm not doing so well to asking myself, in this moment, how can I be helpful to the people around me? How can I be helpful to the community around me? It almost always takes me out of myself, And I feel better almost instantly when I just change that frame of mind and I start going, like maybe I'm at work and I'm like, oh, there's that thing I'm supposed to do that's going to be helpful to one of my staff. I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? I have a call that I owe somebody that I'm sponsoring. I'm going to call him back, that type of stuff. You know what I mean? And so I just wanted to throw that out there, and and I think that's why when I do these videos, I feel really good because I feel like people are watching them. If you like these videos, be sure to like them and comment and share. I've got a whole YouTube channel going now, and so if you know people that could benefit from this stuff, let them know. So hey, let's all go be helpful to the people around us and the world around us. And if you're interested, I do have a private Facebook group called Wellness Seekers Community. The link is in here on this video here up above. Check it out. Join us. I'm trying to grow a group that does a lot of work in the area of wellness and topics like this. So, all right, that's it. Have a good day. Again, if you're interested, Wellness Seekers Community, click the link, check us out, and we will talk soon.